So Gilly, a bit sharper in the second half, but we didn't start quick enough. How do you think the game went?
Well, when you go a goal down in a minute through an individual error, it's always difficult. But again, it's nothing new. We have turned the corner. I thought we were just a bit too slow at doing things today. I thought we were too slow at getting the ball from the keeper to the fullback to the central midfielder. It was always an extra touch. I just thought we just looked really slow and kind of pedestrian. I think we were we're lucky to go in at 3, if I'm honest with you. But the second half was kind of how we wanted to play from minute one. Everything was livelier, it was quicker, there was more energy about the team, the ball was getting shifted a bit quicker along the park. And we seem to create chance after chance after chance, and that's the way we've played for the last 6 weeks. And I don't know why certain individuals just think they can kind of play their own game and play at their own pace, because we're not that good enough just yet to kind of just try and dictate a game through our own individual performance. Again, but when we kind of drilled them at half time that we need to up our game, up the tempo, up the performance rate, up the standards, we looked really good, and we kind of looked like that team that we've seen the last 6 weeks. But again, we come out at half time. Potsy's came in, his first game back for a while, and again he's an individual errors cost us for 4. But again, it's great to have Potsy back, but we need to learn a little bit quicker that these kind of errors are getting swallowed up, and again we'll learn from it. But for me personally, 4-1, we'll see.
We've spoken a number of times about bringing experience into this team. We feel like we've got a bit of it now with Ian Anderson, David Cox and Tyler Bowman even at the back. Do you think there's maybe 1 or 2 of those more heads needed to kind of bring us to that next level, or do you think the group of players we've got can achieve what they want to achieve?
With Anderson, it's different because he's not a baller, he's not a shouter, he kind of leads by example. But again, he's never been one of those players to kind of drag somebody around with him and tell him that he needs to be here, he needs to be there. That's just not Anderson's game. His game's all about getting the ball under control, popping it, laying it off, getting in the box. Cox, on the other hand, drags everybody around with him. He's the leader on the park, and you can see it, it's so visible. Tyler, again, doesn't say a word, but when he's in possession, great, but we just need to drag that voice out of him. And if we do, we've got ourselves an even better player. But again, he's one of the more experienced players. He needs to start finding that voice for us, because he's a big player for us.
Back at Raredale next week against Cowdenbeath, what will you be telling the lads going into that?
A bit much. It'll be exactly the same as it is every week. We've got to go and play with no fear. We've got to build from the back, we've got to go and play with a bit of purpose, we've got to play at a higher tempo. Nothing changes regardless of who you play. You could play East Kilbride, you still want to play the same way. Cowdenbeath will be the exact same as today. If you give them time on the ball, as we did today to the Gala boys, you give them 2 or 3 yards, guys like Gilbraith and Watt, they'll punish you. And to be fair, they did, and that was our warning to them. They're very good footballers, they might not run away from you, but if you give them 2 yards, they'll pop it around you, they'll play, they'll pass. But again, we're learning the hard way, because we've got young boys that maybe think sometimes, I'll just do what I want. But myself, Coxie, Paul, Scotty, all been at a good level, we're all experienced enough, and we're trying to hone that experience into the younger ones, but sometimes it just takes time.
Perfect, cheers Brian.
Thank you.